for 7 years. Good evening to you. Are you preparing to leave?
I am not preparing to leave right now. I did receive an email from the British Embassy yesterday suggesting that I should leave as soon as possible with any commercial flights, otherwise they will not be available after a while to fly out. I'm married to a Ukraine national. I've been for 6 years. It's not an option. She can't really come to England. We live here. So it's not really an option for us right now. That's the situation with me. I can't speak for other people. But yeah, that's what's going on. I think embassies and governments are suggesting that their people leave. I've heard this from Americans, from other British expats here.
So you really are prepared. You really are prepared to stay, come what may.
I have no choice. I have a family here. I have a life here. My wife, I did inquire with the British Embassy. My wife has to get a visitor's visa to apply for that. If the embassy is closed, there's no chance we're getting that. I live here. I've settled my life here. For the moment, it's not an option for me. I think the news is a bit more hyped up than it is. It's something that we should take seriously, of course. People are moving around and people are moving out. But for me, right now, it's not an option to move. I'm here.
What is the general feeling where you are at the moment? You talk about it being hyped up, but clearly 130,000 troops around the border is clear evidence that something is potentially about to happen, is it not?
Something is up. Military exercises or not? I think not. Not to take things lightly, but things are being taken very seriously. The war's been going on since 2014 here. It's escalated with the Russian forces now. It's not just Russian-backed separatists, which were the problem before. It is a serious threat. Things are being taken seriously. Luckily for us, we're in the west of Ukraine, where we're looking at central Ukraine to Belarus and to eastern Ukraine. Those are the hot areas. I'm 40 minutes away from the Polish border. So, fortunate for us in that sense. But yeah, there's a real worry. I think there's a big concern. Things are not looking good. Things are not looking good here right now.
Is there a sense of panic or deep worry about what might happen?
Okay, I'm getting a lot of calls from relatives, family. I have family in Italy, family in England, and everyone's a bit more worried. Here, the panic is non-existent, I would say. I think there's slight concern. There is news, there is media going on that's saying this or that. But here in Ukraine, not much panic going on, I have to say. Maybe we've heard it all before. Maybe people are in denial, but the sentiment here is not really panic at all.
Do you feel that might change, though, in the coming days if there is some kind of invasion?
Well, as I know, if there's an invasion, we're going to be the last to hear about it. We'll hear about it after it's happened. Of course, people from central and east Ukraine will start moving up, for sure. There'll be a mass exodus of people moving up towards West Ukraine. The Lviv region where I am will probably be inundated with people trying to flee to get to the Slovakian or the Polish border.
Clearly, you are preparing to stay put with your immediate family there, but what about relatives back home? Are they worried for you?
Yeah, I have relatives in London, in Italy, that are very concerned. My sentiment is, I don't know if it's a bit blasé or if it's a bit kind of arrogant, but I tell them, don't worry until you see me starting to worry. I'm not worried right now. I'm concerned, but I'm not overtly panicking or going crazy about certain things. I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's just the way it is. A lot of people around me, my family here, we're just living day to day. What can I say?
All right, well, thank you for joining us tonight, Thomas Jones in Ukraine there. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Good night.
You're watching Sky News. We'll bring you the sport next and some